little power button underneath the table. He can't hear you.
Yep, that's good. That's good. Yeah, you're on it.
Hello everybody, Jeff Sabo here during the JV matchup between Olmsted Falls and Solon. We apologize for some technical difficulties early on, so we got that fixed. So we apologize as it is about 29 minutes left to go here in this first half. As Solon now with a corner kick, setting that up over in front. Loose ball just missed right there, as it is going to be a goal kick for the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, and it looks like we do have an injured goalkeeper down on the field, as it looks like it for Olmsted Falls. The injured goalkeeper is going to be number 99, Caleb Sherman, as they are going to stop the clock. Or actually, no, they have not stopped the clock. They're kind of keeping it going. As you can see, the official making sure that the goalkeeper is okay as he gets to his feet. And there you have it. No score here in this JV matchup between Olmsted Falls and Solon, as these two teams, when they met about a year ago, 6-0 win for this Solon JV squad. As for those of you tuning in, Solon is in the blue, Olmsted Falls in the white, and we do apologize for the technical difficulties early on. As the Solon JV squad, they are 2-2 overall, and coming off a 3-1 win over Strongsville, 4-1 loss to Medina, 3-1 win over a very tough Menor team, and a 1-0 loss over to Avon, which was earlier this week. As the only goal scored in that game was within the first minute. As this JV squad, definitely a lot of experience, some talent, some hard workers here. Definitely want to give a quick shout out to Greg Strasiker for helping me out with the information ahead of time. So definitely want to say thank you as well. It's to my understanding that Greg's dad is listening, so definitely want to give a shout out to not only his dad but the rest of his family listening online. So definitely want to give a quick shout out there. As here it is a 0-0 score here in this JV matchup. We're going to be playing two 36-minute halves, as Solon with the control over near the midfield. As the Solon JV squad, they are coached by Richie Webb. As Richie kind of changing things up a little bit, kind of going more with a diamond formation over in the midfield. So, and kind of changing some things up. And I'm going to have some more information on that in just a little bit. As he's going to be starting three freshmen, Eric Boykin, Aiden Brown, and Piyush Chitnis. Getting their first starts today is sophomore Charlie Lawrence is going to be on defense. Johnny Strasser is going to shift out to the right to join Ben Garfield in providing some width on the attack. The midfield is going to consist of Rem Cronin and Diego Duran, as they're going to have their work cut out today. Junior Jack Riley will be called upon for some creativity up front, as he did have an opportunity on goal early on in this matchup, as the Solon team had some aggressive opportunities very early on. However, they were not able to finish. As they are now going to have the throw in over here is Pinok Chitnis. The junior forward looked like he was going to be throwing that one in, but now it's going to be Johnny Strasiker who's going to get an opportunity to throw that one in. Good defense over in front by this Bulldogs team. And hold on, we do have a foul on the play, so it looks like it is going to be a Bulldogs restart. is two 36-minute halves in JV versus two 40-minute halves for varsity, and definitely keep tuned in for the varsity matchup between Olmsted Falls and Solon. The start of that game will be approximately 7 o'clock, so stay tuned if you're going to continue to watch. And hold on, it looks like there is going to be a foul called on the play, as there definitely was contact. So it looks like it is going to be a restart for the Bulldogs. As mentioned before, these two teams met on the JV field 1 year ago, where Solon ended up defeating them 6-0. And that definitely isn't too far from the minds for this Olmsted Falls JV squad, as they've definitely had some opportunities in this first half, as they are now going to get a free kick right here. As you can see, number 4 on your screen, Aiden Luce, the freshman. He's going to send that one down deep, just misses right there, as he definitely had somebody over in front. Jimmy Bemmett, the junior, over on the near side of the net. And it looks like it is going to be a corner kick for the Bulldogs, which means it did go off of a Solon player before going behind the goal line. So here we are going to have a corner kick. James Jones, the sophomore, he is going to be doing the corner kick duties right here, as he's going to send that one over in front. Good defense right there by the Comets, as there was definitely somebody out over in front, as I believe it might have been Anthony Jolanza or Johnny Strasseger. One of the two managed to get that ball out of there. Strasseger trying to send that one along to Pinnock Chitness, as Chitness got that ball stripped away, and here come the Bulldogs over at midfield. And that one is going to sail out of bounds. As here on SETV, we are streaming live over the internet, and yes, you heard that correct. We are going live. Typically, we do all of our productions via tape delay. However, due to the unique circumstances that this year has provided, I'm sure everybody listening is well aware and probably knows what I'm talking about. It was decided by the OHSAA that live streaming will be provided for games this season for all the sports. Just about is the opportunity for the Comets right there. Couldn't quite connect on that one. Is Payush Chitnis, the freshman forward, who got his first goal not too long ago. He got it against Menor in on the pursuit right there. So there you have it. The Comets continuing to be aggressive right here. Is the pass way out over in front, being pursued by Pinnock Chitnis. Once again, the junior forward can't quite catch up to that one, as I believe it should be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Now checking in is going to be Alex Mester, midfielder for this Solon JV squad. As Mester came up through the SSC, and his father, John, has done a great job running that program the past several years, so that was definitely an interesting tidbit as well. And I definitely want to give a shout out to Greg Strasseker for all the information ahead of time, as I was able to talk with him on the phone hours before this matchup, and also he provided some information to me via email and via text message. And it's my understanding that Greg's dad is listening in on this one out of state, so I definitely want to give a shout out to his dad, and say thank you for tuning on in. As the Comets with an opportunity right here is Rem Cronin. Got it stripped away. It looked like he wanted a foul right there. No go, as this one is going to be booted out of there. As this Comets team, being very aggressive with their pursuit, as that one is going to go back to the goaltender, Caleb Sherman. And for those of you tuning in late, Solon is wearing the blue, the Bulldogs from Olmsted Falls wearing the white uniforms, as it looks like that will be Olmsted Falls possession. And some very different things over here at Stewart Field is here for this JV game. If you are watching just this game, you're actually on what is they're actually having the fans sit on what's normally the visitor side for football. So that is going to be, and then I believe the varsity parents will be on what is normally the home side for football. So that is definitely an interesting way to kind of keep things safe. And as you can probably see on your screen throughout various times, the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, their bench is over on the opposite side of Solon, as under normal circumstances, you actually have benches on on one side of the field. So just some changes going on here as you're just watching the JV matchup. Jeff Sabo bringing you the play-by-play here, as I'm also going to have the play-by-play during the varsity game. Now the Bulldogs with pursuit over in the midfield, as that one's going to be pushed along, being pursued by Johnny Strassecker, one of the defenders for this Solon team. As Strassecker, sophomore center back, typically on the left, and he did not come up through the SSC, but he ended up playing, for the Everest program for Coach Greenhill for about 5 years ago, and also knew JV coach Richard Webb through that program. He continues to play through Everest, now known as Evolution Football Club, in the winter and spring. Unfortunately, last year he missed 2/3 of the season with a broken leg, suffered during a Saturday practice session. He is also part of the Solon High School baseball team, and big fan of Arsenal. So definitely some quick tidbits about him. There's no score here in this first half of this JV matchup. Good steal away right there by the Comets. However, they could not maintain possession. Is now finally taken control by Jack Riley, who did have a goal not too long ago for this Solon JV squad. As Sherman tried to clear it, taken away by Chitness, is now Chitness. Got tripped up right there. No foul call on the play. As they will continue on. Is Sherman. He is going to boot that one, and that one couldn't quite get cleared over to midfield, and now that one is finally kicked away by number 10, Alex Mester, the sophomore. And something that is also interesting is that normally for a JV matchup and also a varsity matchup, they do have ball boys and they do have ball girls. However, just due to the circumstances this year, you're really not going to see that, not only at this stadium, but also other stadiums and other facilities have elected not to utilize that this season, as that one's going to be a throw-in for the Bulldogs right there. And now the Comets with possession over at midfield. Second there, I thought that was a handball, but by Diego Flores, but everything, as Diego Duran Flores had possession of that one, but ended up getting stripped away. As this Comets team, they've had their opportunities, haven't been able to quite finish. As now this one is booted off over to Rem Cronin. Now off over to number 11, Jack Riley, as Riley couldn't quite get the pass off right there. As Riley, 3 goals already this season. He actually had 2 goals against Mentor earlier this year. And now the Comets with an opportunity right here. Only one person to beat. Goal! Comets! And hold on. I think they may have said it was offsides. We're going to have to see if that one stands, and it looks like it will. So there you have it. Jack Riley, goal number 4 on the season, gets the Comets up 1-0 with 16:27 left to go. And now it looks like that Olmsted Falls, they are actually going to change up the goalkeeper, as it looks like Colin Smith will be checking in, the freshman goalkeeper. And there you have it. Jack Riley gets the Comets up on the board 1-0 here in this JV matchup within the 16th minute. So here Solon hoping to build up upon that momentum. Quick little pass inside, just a little off the mark. As I believe that could have been an offsides call, or very close to it. And now the Comets trying to get some possession over near the midfield. As this Bulldogs defense, they've definitely done a pretty good job limiting the chances at certain times and taking it away. As now it's going to be a throw in right there for Ben Garfield. As Garfield, junior left back midfielder, most improved player last year on JV. Typically a starter, but he definitely plays spring soccer as well to kind of help get some more experience. As the Solon JV squad, as mentioned before, 2-2 overall, as they had some pretty impressive wins early on this season, as they are coming off a 1-0 loss on the road over at Avon, which is normally a pretty tough program. As the only goal scored in that game was within the first minute. So that definitely says something, just how competitive it was. And just when you look at a soccer box score, sometimes you just don't get the whole story with the final score. Is you could actually have a 0-0 matchup, for a good portion of the game. And it can actually be a pretty exciting game, depending on what is going on. And now the Comets looking to go to their bench. As Josh Lockman, he's going to check in. And also with 16, Jake Davis. And number 22, James Evans. So this Comets team off 1-0 thanks to a goal by Jack Riley. As they now get that off over to the goalkeeper, he's going to send that one along, trying to connect with Riley once again. And Riley still in pursuit of the ball, only one defender to beat, as he is currently in pursuit of that with against Brody Potts, the freshman. And it looks like that one is going to be a throw-in for the Comets as James Eves. He's going to toss that one in. Now back off over to Eves. Eves looked like he was trying to keep that one in bounds, and it looks like it's going to be a throw-in for the Comets. Is Eves trying to find one of his, teammates. Ended up getting it booted away, but Riley with an opportunity right there. He actually got it stolen away as the Comets keep possession right here over in the midfield. And now Riley boots that one off over to his teammate Strassecker, who's normally a defender. And this Comets team a little bit on their heels, as we only have about 13 minutes left to go here in this first half of this JV matchup. As the goalkeeper, he is actually going to, pick this one up and then decide where to go with it from here. As he is going to punt this one over to the midfield. Good header in the middle, and hold on. It looks like there was some contact. As we only have 2 officials here for JV. And when we do varsity, you're going to have the 2 linesmen waving the flags, and then you're also going to have a referee running around with the players for the entire game. As Riley got knocked down, it looked like he got shaken up a little bit on that one. No call on the play. As things will continue on, as Potts trying to send that one up, and now the Comets manage to get possession once again. Is Aiden Brown, freshman defender, gets that one back off over to his goalkeeper. And now just a bit outside, right there is Solon. Couldn't connect on the pass. Olmsted falls. Trying, to get some momentum right here. And something we might see with the Comets is that their JV squad does have a tendency to switch up goaltenders throughout the game, as they sometimes will switch at halftime. And it looks like, the Solon JV squad might be going to their bench in just a little bit. And Strassecker is now going to push that one up over ahead to Jake Davis, as Davis couldn't quite connect on that one. As Davis almost looks like he's riding 200-meter dash, getting ready to run the 200-meter dash as that one went all the way over deep into the track. Is keep in mind, no ball boys or no ball girls here for the games due to safety concerns. And that is not just here at Solon, that is just about almost at everywhere, as they are really trying to find different ways to kind of keep things safe. And now the Comets with possession right there is number 17, Rem Cronin. He was trying to push that one up ahead as the Comets offense. Looking to reset is James Evans. Tries to push that one up overhead to Boykin. Is Boykin, one of the freshmen starting here tonight, trying to pass through the defenders. Almost got it stripped away, and he does. And yes, they are going to call a foul on that one, as there definitely was contact. And now that one is finally booted off over to the sideline, and it's going to be a Bulldogs throw-in with about 10 minutes left to go. Now the Bulldogs throwing that one off over to midfield as the Comets steal that one away. And now this Solon team, they've had pretty much the momentum and the opportunities here first off in this JV matchup. However, you know, the Olmsted Falls team did have an opportunity early on. And oh, hold on, there's been some pushing and shoving. As you can see, the official, he's going to stop the clock. And hold on, it looks like he is going to issue a yellow card. And uh-oh, he looks like he's going to have a word with somebody. You know, I believe it is going to be number 10, Parker Miranda, as he was running, and he was definitely making sure to issue that yellow card, as Miranda does have to leave the field. As this is going to be a Solon restart. As by rule, you get a yellow card, you do have to leave the field for a period of time. And that is not just a JV rule, that is a varsity rule as well. And keep in mind, if he does pick up a second yellow card, that's going to be the equivalent of a red, so he would be out of the game. As that one pushed down deep inside the box as the Comets clear that one out, as that one is going to be cleared off over to the Bulldogs side. As here we are, 1-0 at Stewart Field, JV matchup between the Olmsted Bulldogs and the Solon Comets. Jeff Sabo bringing you the play-by-play action here on SETV. Definitely want to thank all those listening live online. This is definitely kind of an interesting time, but kind of an exciting time as well, as this is the first time that we have really gone live with sports, you know, here at SETV, and it's definitely been a lot of fun just being a part of the broadcast. And now the Comets with the opportunity right here, trying to get some momentum over at midfield, is now Evans. He is going to take this one, and he's going to try and push that one up over ahead. And now the ball stolen away by the Bulldogs. As you can see, number 3 on your screen, Logan Gomez, taking that one away. And hold on, it looks like there may have been some contact, as the official over on the far side blowing the whistle, calling for the restart. And hold on, he didn't say stop the clock. As he definitely, and for those of you watching at home, if you do see the officials holding up like almost like a signal that looks like an X, that means he or she wants to stop the clock. As it looks like it is going to be a restart for the Bulldogs, as 14, Jake Birch is going to send that one deep. Nobody there, as there were some Bulldogs in the box, but it looks like that one is finally shoved out of bounds right there by James Evans, you know, who came off the bench earlier on in this first half, trying to prevent a goal from being scored. And now it's going to be a throw-in right here as Evan Tomey, you know, the freshman, tries to throw that one in, and it looks like that one goes out of bounds, and they are going to signal a corner kick for the Bulldogs. So if there's an opportunity for them to get back into it, this is it. As the Bulldogs with the corner kick right there, left put it into the box, booted out of there by the Comets as they are taking away the scoring chance. And now the Bulldogs maintain possession right there as Tomey trying to push that one up ahead as this Comets team in pursuit of the ball can't quite, keep it inbound. So it's going to be a throw in for the Bulldogs. Now pushed down the field, and now finally it looks like we do have another foul called on the Comets, so it is going to be a Bulldogs restart. You have to think that the Comets should be able to sub pretty soon, as you've been seeing Sebastian Sotulo, the sophomore defender, kind of standing there over by the red flag, waiting to come in for quite a long time, is Jack Birch. Freshman, he's going to left foot kick this one towards the Solon box and finally booted out of there by the Comets. As we are still 1-0 here at Stewart Field, about 6 minutes to go. And now the Comets try and push that one up overhead as Rem Cronin. It looks like he has his teammate Aditya Sharma up ahead. As Sharma checked into the game not too long ago. As Evans is going to do the throw in. As Sharma checking into the game alongside number 21, Sebastian Sotulo. And quick throw in by the Comets right there as Evans tried to get possession once again. Ball stolen away. And now it looks like they are going to say a foul on the play. So it will be a Bulldogs restart as the official over on the near side making the call is Brody Potts, the freshman defender. Looking like he's going to switch that off over to George Stone, the sophomore, as he's going to boot that one up ahead. Evans boots that one out of bounds.
5 minutes.
As you can hear, 5 minutes left to go here in this half. And it looks like there is going to be a foul on the Bulldogs, so it is going to be a Solon restart. As the Comets looking to maintain this momentum, looking to pull out a victory here before the varsity matchup begins later on this evening. Gorgeous night for soccer. And it's to my understanding that the Solon band might be showing up at some soccer matches, throughout the year, just to kind of be able to get some practice in and experiences. Is normally a lot of the football team can definitely condense schedule, only 3 games this season. So we might be hearing some band performances here on the soccer pitch, for some of the soccer games at Solon instead of the football gridiron. So definitely looking forward to that, as it's going to be thrown in right there by Tomey, as Tomey tried to get it off over to his teammate James Jones. Finally booted out of bounds, and another Bulldogs throw in. Quick throw in right there by the Bulldogs. This Comets team trying to defend, as it looks like number 3, Logan Gomez, was trying to split the defenders right there. And this Comets team normally does a pretty good job getting it out of there. However, struggling a little bit, trying to get possession of the ball. Now finally booted over to the other side. And the Bulldogs with possession right here. As a quick pass off over to Potts, as Potts over on the near side boots that one up ahead, connecting with his teammate Aiden Gomez. As Gomez, a sophomore, trying to get some momentum going as we have less than 3 minutes to go here in this first half of the JV matchup. Jeff Sabo bringing the play-by-play here at Solon Stewart Field. As now it is finally stolen away as Chitness, who had a pretty good opportunity earlier on in pursuit of the ball, trying, to fight for possession, and is now Evans. Boots that one up over to the midfield, and that one's stolen away right there by Jimmy Bennett, the junior. And now the Bulldogs with an opportunity right here is Tomey fighting for possession right there with Anthony Jalanza. As Jalanza with the throw in right there, gets that one off over to Alex Mester. And now booted away, so it is going to be a Comets throw in. as we have 2 minutes left to go.
Less than 2 minutes now.
As you can probably hear, public address announcer Dave Pelling in the background saying 2 minutes. So definitely is Dave, pretty good guy. You know, one of the only few people in the press box besides myself and Dennis Semenchek running the scoreboard here inside Solon Stewart Field. Is kind of a different atmosphere, so to speak, than what you'd get under normal circumstances. As it looks like that one is going to sail out of bounds, so the Bulldogs are going to get a throw in late in the first half. As the Comets, they've had the opportunities, they've had the momentum. And Jack Riley getting the Comets up on the scoreboard earlier in the 16th minute, earlier on in this particular half. As we almost have 1 minute to go. As both teams fighting for possession over near the midfield. As it looked like Sharma lost his footing right there. Over near the track, goes out of bounds, and the Bulldogs with the throw-in. Throw it over to the Solon side, now booted deep inside Solon territory. Is only a couple of Comets to beat right there as Olmsted Falls. Trying to push that one up overhead is Tomey. Trying to get that back to his teammate. Good block over in front. Right there by Solon. And now taken right there by Potts as Potts. Trying to push that one up overhead is Tomey. Tomey, only one person to beat. It looks like he has some room over near the corner of the box and finally booted out of there by Evans. 15 seconds left to go. Now kind of booted towards the middle. As you can see, is not a whole lot of time left in this particular half. As you could hear, you know, the public address announcer Dave Pellick counting it down, and there you have it. At the end of the first half, it is going to be Solon 1, Olmsted Falls 0 here in this JV matchup. And we'll be back with second half action in about 10 minutes here on SETV. welcome back here to Stewart Field, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Sabo bringing you the play-by-play here for what's going to be the second half of the JV matchup between Olmsted Falls and the Solon Comets. As you can see right there on the scoreboard bug, the Solon up 1-0 here in this JV matchup, thanks to a goal by Jack Riley in the 16th minute in the first half. So Riley getting his 4th goal of the season, and the Comets getting possession and also being able to take the kickoff in the second half, and the Bulldogs trying to get some momentum going. They had a couple of opportunities, however, they could not get the ball inside the net as they were wide on a couple of opportunities, as this one is sent over to Chitness, as Chitness looked like, there was some contact made, as we do have an injured Bulldog player down on the field, as they have not stopped the clock, as we have not seen the trainers go out either. And it looks like the injured Bulldog is slowly getting up to his feet. And it looks like everybody is okay. So you can see right there, it's number 17, Barati Potts, the freshman, who's definitely had a pretty good half, in the first half. Is that one stolen away right there by the Comets, is Jack Riley with the goal earlier, trying to get that one overhead, just misses. Right there is Piyush Chitness, the freshman forward, trying to get that one to go right there, misses just to the top of the net. And now the goalkeeper, Colin Smith, the freshman, has to jog all the way over to the fence to get a new ball. Keep in mind, under normal circumstances, you do have ball boys and ball girls, available, ready to kind of help keep things moving, but due to the circumstances, don't really have that option, as it looks like it is going to be it's going to be a free kick for the Bulldogs, as they almost let that one go out of bounds, as the Comets trying to keep the ball over in front of them as they try to push that one up ahead, stolen away by the Bulldogs defense. As this JV squad for Solon, 2-2 overall, coming off a loss 1-0 against a very tough Avon team on the road. That was earlier this week. It's definitely a fight for possession over on the far sideline. And under normal circumstances, you actually do have both teams sharing the same side of the field, but due to social distancing regulations, you're actually having the teams on opposite sides. So something that's just a little bit different, this season. And for JV soccer here at Stewart Field this year, normally they are allowed to use, I believe, both sides of the stands. However, all the JV parents now have to sit on what is normally the away side for football. As for varsity, all the parents will actually be just on this side of the field, what's normally the home side, for a football game. So just a couple of quick changes here and there, as we're doing 2 36-minute halves here for the JV matchup, and it looks like we do have a foul away from the play, or actually it looks like an injured Solon player over what's normally the 50-yard line, as it's over on the far sideline, as they actually do stop the clock with 32 minutes and 42 seconds left. As Coach Webb is going out to check on the injured Solon player. Is Piyush Chitness holding the back of his head. And it looks like he will leave the field and get checked out by the training staff. Is Solon switching off goalkeepers here for this JV matchup, as they are going to go with Ari Friedman, as he did play in the second half versus Strongsville. He is a freshman. He actually moved to Solon in 2008, which that was actually the same year that head coach Ryan Greenhill graduated from Solon. As I'm going to touch on base with that. I'm going to touch base on that later on in the broadcast when we're broadcasting the varsity game. as this JV squad does like to switch goaltenders just to kind of give them some experience, you know, each with a half a play. So this JV squad not changing up anything in that regards. They usually do switch goalkeepers at halftime, just to kind of make sure that the goalkeepers that they have are getting experience and getting an opportunity to play. As Solon mentioned before, up 1-0, had a couple of good opportunities in the first half, but they were only able to convert once for a goal. As Strasser pushes that one up ahead, stolen away by the Bulldogs. As you can see, number 3 right there, Logan Gomez trying to push that one up ahead. And now the Bulldogs with possession. Evan Tomey trying to push that one ahead, goes out of bounds. But it should be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. And now a quick little throw-in right there, taken by James Jones as Jones trying to split through the defenders. Finally got it through, however, booted away as the Comets trying to take possession. And now finally pushed over to the midfield, but stolen away right there by Mason DeMoy. As DeMoy tried to get that one over to his teammate, couldn't quite connect on that one. So that one goes out of bounds. As it is going to be a goal kick for Ari Friedman, as mentioned before the freshman. As he is going to boot that one. That doesn't quite hit, the midfield. And now it's kind of pushed away over to Riley. As Riley looks like he has his teammate Chintas over ahead. Chintas, only the goalkeeper to beat. Splits through the defenders, gets pushed down in the box. No foul call right there, as he is standing with his arms up. The official right there, as there was contact, as the contact occurred in the box. As it should be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. And kind of surprised there wasn't more chatter going on, as there definitely was a foul. As Chintas, goal! Comets! Solon up 2-0. Here with 30 minutes left to go here in the second half of this JV matchup. Is Pinak Chitnis getting a goal for the Comets after being taken down in the box not too long ago. As he already had 4 goals on this season, well, you can mark another one next to his name for goal number 5 of the season. Getting it with the 30-minute mark here in this second half. So the Comets up 2-0 with 29 minutes left to go here in this JV matchup. Is the goal scorer right there. Chitnis didn't make the team, the JV squad, his freshman year, but worked hard to make it as a sophomore, as he definitely had 2 goals versus Strongsville and 1 against Medina. And you can give him 1 tonight here against Olmsted Falls, as the ball is in the box. Loose ball over there, and Freeman, he is going to take that one. And he is finally going to get the Comets out of trouble defensively. As I'll touch more on that, in regards to goalkeeping during the varsity game. Is now the Comets, Ben Garfield with possession right there, tried to boot that one off over to his teammate. As the Comets still with the momentum right here. As now the ball is stolen away right there by Brody Potts, as Potts got the possession stripped away. And now the Comets are going to boot that one deep down the field, as it looks like Jack Riley, 1 goal already. Looked like he only had 1 defender to beat. Couldn't quite keep the ball in front of him. Trying to get that one off over to the corner of the box. Now a quick little pass off over to the top of the box. Quick shot right there. Goes wide of the net as Rem Cronin misses just wide of the mark. Had a pretty good opportunity right there. Just could not, connect on that one. As Cronin has lived in Solon for 5 years. Played with SSC prior to high school. Joined the Ambassadors Club in the winter and the spring. And he actually moved here from the Netherlands, where he actually started playing soccer at the age of 5 and trained and played for the Unitas 42 Football Club. And his favorite club is Manchester United. So a restart is going to be called, and it looks like it is going to be Bulldogs possession. As the two teams pretty familiar with one another, Solon beating this Olmsted Falls JV squad 6-0 last year. As the Varsity ended up beating this Olmsted Falls team 6-2 one season ago, but I think we're going to have a very different matchup. Once the Varsity teams get on the field later on, is that game should be starting probably around 7 o'clock. Definitely stay tuned for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes they start a little bit early, so make sure that you're in front of your computer, tablet, wherever you're watching this online. Sometimes they do switch up the game time a little bit. And now the Comets with possession is Strassecker trying to push that one off over to his teammate. And now it looks like it is going to be Chitness, the junior forward and goal scorer in the 30th minute. Couldn't quite connect on that one. And there, if you see somebody in your screen with the camera right there briefly, that is Doug Wolf, longtime photographer here at Stewart Field. And the boot over in front, the Comets with the corner kick right there. Shot on goal, just misses right there. As the Comets with an opportunity right there to try and make it 3-0, couldn't quite connect. As I believe they had Cronin over in front to try and put that one in. And now it is going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Is checking back in. Caleb Sherman got a little shaken up in the first half. Is now back, was taken out, and now is back in the game. Is the man between the pipes for this Bulldogs team. As the Comets are going to be able to get the throw in right here. And quick little throw in is the Comets trying to get possession, couldn't quite connect on that one. So the Bulldogs trying to throw that one up over on the far sideline. Is the Comets here in this JV matchup. Goals by Jack Riley and Pinock Chitness. And now the Comets going back to their bench. James Eves checking back in. Sebastian Sotulo. And it looks like Aditya Sharma, the freshman midfielder, he's going to be checking back in. As Sharma did play a little bit, in the first half. And Sebastian Sotulo, sophomore midfielder, gained a lot of playing time last year. Actually is originally from Brazil. So that interesting fact about him is he actually moved here from Brazil 2 years ago. And now it's going to be a quick pass off over to Diego Duran Flores. Now it's going to get passed off over to the midfield. Mester now has to boot that one back over to his defender. And the Comets kind of going the wrong way as Friedman, the goalkeeper, had to boot that one back to his teammate. So 24 minutes left to go here in the JV matchup. Here on SETV, Jeff Sabo bringing the play-by-play here at Stewart Field. A very different looking Stewart Field as they've had to take the measures due to COVID, as you can only go up and down certain steps here. No concession stand open, so it is definitely a very different look than what you'd see under normal circumstances. As that one passed off over to James Jones as Jones gets it stripped away, and now Strassecker passes that one up overhead. Can't find the open teammate right there is Duran Flores. Sophomore midfielder was close by. And now Eves tries to get that one off over to his teammate. A little bit of a shove right there, but no foul called on the play. Is now Eves trying to fight for possession. Pushes that one up over ahead. And hold on, we're going to have an offside call. As the official over on the near side calling offsides against the Comets. is here in this JV matchup, you're going to see an official on each side, whereas varsity, you're going to see an official on each side and also an official in the middle of the field running around with the players. So definitely a good way to stay in shape and definitely a good way to get some exercise indeed. And now the Bulldogs with an opportunity right here. Tries to boot that one deep inside Solon territory as number 5, Johnny Strassecker, tries to push that one up overhead. Couple of comments right there. Over deep in Bulldog territory is Evans. Gets that one off overhead. Nice little pass off over in the middle to number 10, Alex Mester. Is Mester gets that one off over to Evans. Now it's now Sharma. Now gets that one off over to Duran Flores. And now taken by Strassecker. Strassecker trying to get over around the box. Pushes that one in as that one is booted out of bounds. However, that should be a corner kick for the Comets. As it looks like Diego Duran Flores is going to be taking the corner kick for this Comets team. As this is going to be an opportunity for the Comets to put this one away. Shot goes into the box, nobody quite there. And then the Comets, trying to maintain this lead right here. As you can see, we're approaching the last 20 minutes here at Stewart Field in this JV matchup. We definitely want to thank all those watching live here online. As for as many years as I've been doing this is only the second time I've actually said we've been able to go live for SETV. As under normal circumstances, we are not allowed to do that. But due to what's been going on this year is a quick shove down from behind. Referee is going to call that one, so it's going to be a Bulldogs restart. As that one booted ahead. And now Duran Flores tries to get that one off over to Evans. Evans fighting for possession, finally gets it, gets taken down. Official on the far side calls that one. So the Comets with an opportunity right here, trying to close this one out, possibly to get another goal to really put the Bulldogs deep in the hole. As you can see, fight for possession over on the near sideline, finally booted ahead as Sharma trying to get there before the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper boots that one off over to the sideline. Pretty good play as the Comets are going to have to do a throw-in right now. Is Jonathan Strassecker, the defender. He's going to pass that one off over to Diego Duran Flores as that one's booted up over. Still loose ball. Fight for possession as Evans tried to get that one as Sherman, the goaltender, or goalkeeper, excuse me, gets that one. And now trying to get the Comets off guard as a fight for possession over near the midfield. And there was some contact. Looks like we do have a Comet down, but it looks like we did have a whistle. And it looks like it is going to be a Bulldogs restart as Ryan Davis is going to boot that one up over ahead. And now Ben Garfield, the defender, tries to push that one up over ahead. As Garfield, voted most improved player last year on JV, as he is definitely, as he serves as the junior left back. Wearing number 1 as he is fighting for possession right there against number 3, Logan Gomez. As Gomez trying to go around the defender. Looks like there was some contact as the official on the far side saying that it was against the Comets, so it is going to be a Bulldogs restart. So Evan Tomey, who's done a pretty good job helping to lead this offense, trying to get things going as that one's going to be deep inside the box. Good save right there by Ari Friedman, the goalkeeper. As Friedman playing here in the second half here at Stewart Field is Lucas He actually played in the first half. As Friedman moved to Solon here in 2008, he typically the starting goalkeeper and his third-year player, as he has lived in Solon since he was 2 years old. As now the Bulldogs try to push that one up ahead, as you saw number 5, Vince Kosunik, trying to push that one up for the Bulldogs. And now the Comets finally push that one off over to midfield. As you can see, fight for possession right there. Bulldogs, they've had some opportunities, but they've not been able to finish. As the Comets capitalizing on goals. And now it's going to be another opportunity right there. There's a loose ball, and that one is going to be in. Goal! Comets! Rem Cronin puts the Comets up 3-0 inside the 17th minute. As Rem Cronin, second chance opportunity, puts the Comets up 3-0 here in this JV matchup. As he has lived in Solon since he was 5 years old. Mentioned before, originally actually moved here from Eindhoven, which is located in the Netherlands, where he started playing soccer at the age of 5. And he gets the goal right there for the Comets, as they are now up 3-0. Here with about 16 minutes to go in this second half of JV soccer action. Jeff Sabo bringing the play-by-play, as we're going to also be having the varsity matchup in just a few minutes, so stay tuned. And if you're watching at home in front of either on the TV, computer, tablet, smartphone, well, take whatever time you need to get a snack, make the popcorn, pretend like you actually are at the soccer game, just kind of enjoy, just being able to watch it online, as we're going to be having the varsity showdown in just a few moments, as that one is going to be pushed over ahead. Only one defender to beat, as Sherman comes up with that one. As you can see, Rem Cronin trying to get goal number 2 out here on the evening, as that one as he was pursuing that one all the way. Is Johnny Strassecker tries to push that one up over ahead. Is Diego Duran Flores. Gets that one off over his teammate Charlie Lawrence. And this Comets team trying to close this one out. Trying to play some pretty good defense. As you can see, the defender right there, Aiden Brown, trying to get that one off over to his teammate is Brown. Boots that one up overhead is Sharma. Getting some playing time. Tries to help get possession of that one, and the Bulldogs with an opportunity right here. And now you can see number 10, Parker Miranda, who got a yellow card in the first half. Boots that one up ahead, and that one's going to be a save right there by Friedman. Ball goes out of bounds over on the near sideline. Less than 15 minutes to go. Solon JV leading Olmsted Falls 3-0. Jack Riley, Rem Cronin, and Pinok Chitnis all with goals for the Comets here in this one. As that one booted away by Diego Duran Flores. And now the Bulldogs trying to fight for possession right there. As this Comets team trying to close this one out, as it's going to be a Bulldogs throw-in. Is that one thrown in, headed out of bounds right there by Evans. Is this Solon team trying to finish this one off, trying to improve to a 3-2 JV record? Is that now a loose ball over there, as you could see Cronin trying to beat the goalkeeper right there. Is the goalkeeper Sherman boots that one over away. Is this Comets team up 3-0. Not too much time left to go in this one, as they have definitely done a pretty good job limiting the opportunities for the Bulldogs in this second half. As it looks like the Comets are going to be making some substitutions pretty soon. as it is definitely a gorgeous night for soccer inside Solon Stewart Field. And now the Comets making the substitutions. Anthony Jalanza checking in alongside with number 16, Jake Davis. And I believe Josh Lockman also checking into the game. As Jalanza, sophomore center back, played SSC and with CSA, then moved to Wolves and plays there in the winter and the spring. And now the Comets with an opportunity right there. As now Chitness got taken down from behind. No call on the play as Tomey, for the Bulldogs. The defender right there tries to boot that one up overhead. Lots of room for the Bulldogs to work with, but the Comets take away that possession. And now Friedman, the goalkeeper, he's just going to boot that one off over to the near sideline. So if the Comets could kind of reset a little bit, is Duran Flores with possession of the ball. Gets that one back off over to Friedman as he's going to boot that one. And a couple of Bulldogs, and it looks like it's going to be a takedown right there in the box. And hold on, they're going to stop the clock. It looks like this might be a card. Or no, excuse me, not a card. And it looks like it is going to be a penalty kick, as it did occur inside the box. So the penalty kick will be taken by Jack Birch, due to the fact that it occurred inside the box. As you can see, the official making sure that everything is set. And here we go. The kick is up. That one goes in, so the Bulldogs get on the scoreboard. Inside the 11th minute is due to the goal right there by Birch, by Jack Birch. And there you have it, 11:53. Solon 3, Olmsted Falls 1. Due to the penalty kick, so a costly penalty, in the box for the Comets. As it looked like they were about 12 minutes away from not allowing any goals, getting the shutout. However, penalty in the box created an opportunity for the Bulldogs, and they capitalized off the penalty kick. So now the Comets still up by 2 goals with 11 minutes to go, as they're going to try and push that one up ahead. As you can see in your screen right there, the coach over on the near side, as that is going to be Richie Webb, who serves as a varsity assistant, but technically the JV coach for this Solon JV squad. Doing a pretty good job, making sure that his players are doing what they're supposed to. Is Friedman. He's going to get this one. And now it looks like he is going to boot this one towards the middle of the field. As you can see, the Bulldogs getting possession right there. And this Bulldogs team have had their opportunities. However, they were not able to get on the scoreboard till about the 11th minute in the second half, whereas this Comets team, 16th minute of the first half, Jack Riley puts that one in. And we definitely want to thank all those watching here live over the internet as we are streaming live. Is Pinnock Chitness. He's going to check back into the game alongside with Jack Riley. 2 of the goal scorers here tonight is Rem Cronin. Had the most recent goal for the Comets earlier on in this half. And for those of you watching at home, the officials, for the most part, keep the clock going. But for those of you watching at home, when the official makes kind of like an X type of signal over his or her head, that means that you have to stop the clock. As we only have about 10 minutes left to go here in this JV matchup. As this Solon JV squad looking to improve on their record, looking to go to 3-2. As the Solon team really did not start playing games until the week of September 14th, as they had to go through phase 1 and phase 2, which had very limited to no contact. And it looks like it's going to be pushed up over ahead as the Comets with another opportunity. That one off the post and then finally put it. Did that one go in? And they are actually going to, they are stopping the clock. And yes, goal Comets up 4-1. And it looks like Pius Chitness is going to get credited with the goal right there. For a second, I wasn't quite sure if it did go in, but the official did say that it went in, so the Comets up 4-1. It's Pius Chitness joining his brother Pinok Chitness on the scorecard or on the scoring table. Both brothers getting a goal here tonight inside the for this JV matchup. Is that one almost a centering feed right there? Is Chitness once again over in front? Couldn't quite connect on that one. So both Chitness brothers, Rem Cronin and Jack Riley, getting on the scoreboard for the Comets is Friedman. He is going to boot this one off over to the far sideline. Ooh, looked like there was a little bit of contact. As there was no foul call right there. So less than 8.5 minutes to go. Solon looking to improve on its record. Recently losing 1-0, on the road to Avon. As that was a game mentioned before, where the only goal scored in that one came within the first minute. So definitely a tough loss for the Solon JV squad. And now checking back in, Johnny Strasseker and also Aiden Brown. As Aiden Brown moved to Solon just before starting school from Connecticut. And he has played for 5 years now. And his favorite soccer team is Barcelona. As Evans throws that one in over on the near sideline as the Bulldogs tried to boot that one over towards the Solon box. As this Comets team still trying to fight for possession right there is Brown. Almost looks like he tripped right there. As it is very different playing on turf versus grass, as this has been an artificial surface that has been here, but I believe replaced once since 2004 inside Solon Stewart Field. Is the last time we had a game with natural grass here, for at least gridiron football was back in 2003. At one point, Solon Soccer actually had to play across the street over at the Solon Community Park, as they wanted to limit how many games were here inside Stewart Field, for gridiron football. And I believe it's been quite a few years, maybe probably since the late 90s, early 2000s, that a game with natural grass was played here inside Stewart Field, at least for a soccer game, so to speak. As we're going to have a restart right here, as it's going to be Bulldogs possession. And now that one is going to be booted off over towards the Solon end. That one is going to go out of bounds over on the near sideline. Still going to be a Bulldogs throw-in as number 6, Mason Demuy, is going to throw that one in. As this Bulldogs team, they've only gotten on the scoreboard once due to a penalty kick by Jack Birch, but it's been all Solon in this one, as they have definitely had the momentum offensively, here in this second half. As Friedman, he's going to boot that one off over ahead as we are approaching the last 5 minutes here in this second half. And for those of you watching, please stay tuned, as we are going to have the varsity game, which should be a pretty good matchup. As the Solon varsity soccer, they're 1-2-1. However, keep in mind they didn't start playing games until the week of September 14th. They're going to be playing a very good Olmsted Falls team, ranked one of the tops in Northeast Ohio, 6-2-1 overall, 4-1-0 in the Southwestern Conference. Is now a loose ball taken right there by Friedman, as we should have a pretty good varsity matchup here over at Stewart Field. It's definitely a gorgeous night for a Saturday night soccer
5
game.
minutes and a half.
As football here is usually reserved for Friday nights for the Gridiron. Then we go to the soccer pitch on Saturday, sometimes Saturday afternoons, or Saturday evenings. So less than 5 minutes to go. Solon foul is going to allow for a Bulldogs restart. Is Birch the only goal scorer here for this Bulldogs team? He's going to left foot that one towards the box, booted out there by the Solon defense. And now Birch, another opportunity. He's going to boot that one down deep. That one is going to go out of bounds. So it is going to be a goal kick for the Comets. As we are approaching the last 4 minutes right here, is Friedman, who played goal starting this second half. Is the Comets JV squad usually does change goaltenders, between halves, just to make sure that all their goalkeepers are getting experience. Is now the Bulldogs trying to get some momentum going. Camden Burkhardt trying to push that one up over ahead. That one is going to go out, and it looks like it is going to be a goal kick for the Comets. And it looks like Ari getting instructions from his bench, saying, hey, get that one out of there. And it looks like good save right there by Friedman. Has Logan Gomez in on the pursuit right there. Almost got the Bulldogs back on the scoreboard once again. And hold on, we are going to have a foul. And it looks like it is going to be against the Comets, so it is going to be a Bulldogs restart. Keep in mind, not a whole lot of time for the Bulldogs to do much with this. As you're going to see, number 6, Mason DeMoy. He's going to boot that one up over towards the Solon box. Brown headbutts that one out of that one. Is Chitness, who has a goal with possession of the ball, gets that one off over to his teammate, Eric Boykin. As sometimes Boykin will serve as a goalkeeper for this JV squad, but other times he will be put over on defense. Is Boykin fighting for possession right there as Olmsted falls. Trying to do something right here, and hold on, there was definitely some contact. As the foul is going to be against the Comets, although it doesn't look like they're going to be issuing any cards, as we've only had one yellow card here in this JV game.
2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes and second half.
So less than 2 minutes is Jimmy Bennett. He's going to boot that one in. Good save right there by Friedman. And now Friedman, he's going to boot that one up over ahead. And that one is going to go deep inside the Olmsted Falls territory. As Chitness fighting for possession. As that one is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Solon throw-in. And now the Comets possibly looking to wind some time down off the clock. Is Evans. Looks like he's going to pass that one in. And now he is over near the sideline, and hold on. It looks like they are going to say it is going to be a Bulldogs restart. Not a whole lot of time for the Bulldogs to do much with this. His time is running off the clock. As Sherman, the goalkeeper, he's going to boot that one up over ahead. As we are within less than 1 minute of this JV matchup. As it looks like the Comets, they're going to improve to 3-2 overall, and they only have about 45 seconds left here in this one. To keep the lead and also walk away with the victory. And it looks like there is definitely a fight for possession, some contact right there, no call. As we have less than half a minute to go. Is Diego Duran Flores trying to push that one up overhead, and it looks like Chitness trying to go overhead, but hold on, the official on the near side calling offsides. And it looks like it's going to be a restart. Is the goalkeeper Sherman? He's going to boot that one up over ahead, And now finally the Comets. They are going to boot that one away. As time is going to tick off the clock. There you have it. Solon JV improves to 3-2 overall with a 4-1 victory over the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs here in the JV matchup. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have the varsity matchup in just a few moments. They're going to let both teams warm up. So in about 28 minutes, we will have the varsity matchup between Olmsted Falls and the Solon Comets. So final score for the JV matchup, Solon 4, Olmsted Falls 1. We'll be back with the varsity matchup here on SETV. Hello, everybody. Welcome to SETV for those of you listening online as the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs roll into Inwood Road to take on the Solon Comets here in a boys varsity soccer matchup here tonight at Stewart Field. Jeff Sabo bringing you the play-by-play here as this Olmsted Falls team 6-2-1 overall on the season, 4-1-0 in the Southwestern Conference. This Solon team, keep in mind their first game wasn't until September 15th due to the delays due to COVID and the approval process that had to go through just being able to play sports, and also phase 1 and phase 2 non-contact periods, with workouts and everything for the preseason. This Solon boys soccer team 13-6-1 overall. They had that was the most wins since 2006. 7 returning starters, 59 goals scored 1 season ago. That was the most since 2006. As this Solon team, they defeated this Olmsted Falls team 6-2 1 season ago. This is a non-conference matchup, between the two squads, and it looks like we are going to have a pretty good one as they're going to put 40 minutes up on the clock. It is a varsity matchup here at Stewart Field, 40-minute halves, and we're just about ready to kick things off here at Solon Stewart Field on a beautiful Saturday night as we are live. Yes, that is only the second time I've actually been able to say that in regards to an SCTV broadcast in my entire career here, as we are live streaming over the internet. So we definitely want to thank all those tuning on in. And it looks like the Bulldogs with an opportunity out in front. Comets defense right there in front to take away the opportunity, and finally kicked away by Ryan Funderburg, who's definitely very good at throw-ins, also a member of the Solon baseball team. As this Solon team had a couple of games earlier on this week, they actually had to travel all the way out to Avon. Unfortunately, it was not the result they wanted, as they did lose, but keep in mind this Solon team did not really have the preseason that they were looking for, as due to all the restrictions and everything going on with COVID, they did not have any scrimmages. They had non-contact periods with both phase 1 and phase 2, as that one is up over a head. Couldn't quite connect on that one, as Solon had an opportunity out front with Jake Moss, the forward, as Moss only had one person to beat but couldn't quite connect on the pass, as that one is booted down the field, as possession being fought for over at midfield. And the Bulldogs definitely did not forget that 6-2 loss 1 season ago, as we're going to have a foul called and a Bulldogs restart on the way, as that was actually the first ever win for the Comets over Olmsted Falls. And going into this one, Coach Ryan Greenhill of this Comets team, 2008 graduate of Solon, also played his soccer at Hiram, as the Comets with an opportunity right here, and they're actually going to call a foul right there. As you can see, the official over in the middle of the field discussing what is going on, as Nuafu got tangled up with an Olmsted Bulldogs player. So it is going to be a restart for the Comets, as Ben Moss, the defender, he's going to get an opportunity right here. As this Comets team, going into this one, they knew that this Olmsted Falls team was going to be physical, and a shot on goal right there just misses. As the goalkeeper, Connor Ciolik, coming up with a save right there, as the Comets getting very aggressive early on. And some of the keys to against this Olmsted Falls team, the Comets know this has always been a strong program. The key will be to keep the composure on the ball and playing a complete game, as the Comets, keep in mind, didn't really have much of a preseason, as Nuafu gets taken down right there by Russell Harwood. The senior defender right there. So it is going to be a Comets direct or indirect kick. As you can see, a bunch of the Comet players talking right there. Nuafu, one of the leading scorers for this Comets team a couple seasons ago, 6'4". And you can see also number 10, Noah Yonke, in on the screen right there. He actually had a goal against the Bulldogs 1 year ago. As Yonke kicks that one. Good save right there by the goaltender, Ciolik. Is Yonke and goalkeeper Zach Baldwin last season were also members of the Solon football team. And it's going to be an opportunity for the Comets, but hold on, offsides called. As the official over on the far side, waving the flag and blowing the whistle, it was offsides. And an opportunity for the Comets missed right there. As you can see, Andrew Mesmer, senior forward, trying to move forward on that one and trying to get the Comets on the scoreboard early on. But it was an offside call as Nuafu in pursuit of the ball right there. Trying to get around the defender is now Nuafu. Now over near the corner of the box. Pushes that one up overhead. Good save right there by the goalkeeper, Ciola, who's definitely got a lot of work in so far. So this Comets team, 11 seniors, 9 juniors. Keep in mind, this is definitely a very loaded Comets team. 13-6-1 one season ago, district championship. And kind of emailing Coach Greenhill prior to this, he mentioned that with this experience, the experience in leadership has helped us prepare for what is a shortened season. They did not start playing games until the week of September 14th. First game was on September 15th, and it was really just kind of an interesting, matchup as they actually had to play Strongsville, which is a pretty good program, in the Greater Cleveland Conference, and also in Northeast Ohio, as the Comets ended up with a 1-1 tie, as Strongsville was ranked number 6 in Cleveland. With that, and the Comets trying to push that one up ahead, some contact away from the play, as Brandon Silverstein tries to push that one up over ahead, and now the Comets in pursuit, really just trying to play physical. They are definitely playing fast. And now the ball is stripped over away, and now a push off over ahead. Now here come the Comets. It's going to be a 2-on-1. The ball's in the box. That one's going to sail just wide of the net. And I believe it is going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs trying to play fast. And something that, and a key thing for this Comets team, they need to be calm and play with confidence. As this is the Solon team, they've had a couple of opportunities very early on. And Coach Greenhill really wants this team to build off of, for future players, to build off of the success that they have had in recent years. As Coach Greenhill, just talking with him, definitely has had plans on how to build this program and keep it to be one of the elite programs in Northeast Ohio, as that one booted out of the box right there by Eric Mesmer. As Baldwin, the goalkeeper, managed to get his hands on that one for the save. And now it looks like it is going to be a throw-in for the Comets. Is Jake Moss looking to throw that one in, as it's now inside the box, only one person to beat, still a loose ball, and that one, as Nuafu fighting for possession right there, and it looks like it should be a Solon throw-in. As we are waiting for things to kind of reset. And something that the Solon team has had a goal of, their goal has always been about raising the standard of play each year. And Coach Greenhill says, I want our players to continue to build a winning culture and mentality for future players. As the throw in is Nuafu over in front, still a loose ball, still in the box. And now the Comets with the shot on goal, just misses right there. As you could see, number 9, Andrew Mesmer, with the opportunity right there. And now they're going to say it is a corner kick for the Comets, as Noah Yonke from the corner. It looks like Nuafu is over in front. Now Yonke pushes that one up ahead, booted away. And now it's just going to be a throw-in for the Comets. As Yonke looks like he is actually going to leave that throw-in for number 3, Ryan Funderburg. And ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes open for this one. He has an incredible throw-in. As I definitely want to give a quick shout out to Chris Baldwin for all of his help for the information ahead of time. That one over in front, still a loose ball. Comets with the opportunity, just misses on that one. As you can see, Jake Moss trying to go for it right there. Wide open opportunity, could not finish it. As Moss, 2 goals and an assist 1 season ago. as the Comets with a lot of opportunities here early on in the first half, as we're not even 10 minutes into this one, as this one has been exciting, as Nuafu over near the box, left foots that one, good save right there by the goalkeeper Ciolik. As you can see, Noah Yonke over in front. Interesting fact about Noah Yonke is that he and Zach Baldwin had the distinction last season of playing for Solon soccer and Solon football on the same day. And now it looks like the referee calling a foul away from the play, and that's why you saw everybody stopping there for a moment. So it looks like it will be an Olmsted Falls restart, as that one goes out of bounds. As interesting as the point I was trying to make before, Yonke and Zach Baldwin, as Baldwin is the goalkeeper, played a soccer game against University School earlier that day. And the football team, they were on the road at Shaker Heights. Both of them then traveled to Shaker Heights, and I believe Yonke had an extra point. Baldwin had a regular field goal. So they had the distinction of playing in a soccer and football game for Solon on the same day. It's Funderburg with the opportunity right there. Goal! Comets! Andrew Mesmer with the goal in front. And with 30 minutes to go, the Comets get on the board. So the Comets getting on the board first. Andrew Mesmer with 8 goals last season gets the Comets on the scoreboard in the 30th minute, 1-0 Solon. So this Solon team getting off to a terrific start, definitely being very aggressive, definitely getting all the opportunities that they need. And as Mesmer came into this game with an assist, now you can add a goal to his stat sheet as he gets the Comets up 1-0 in the 30th minute here in this first half. Jeff Sable bringing you the play-by-play action here on SETV as we are streaming live as the Comets in pursuit right here. They have an opportunity over in front of the box. Now fighting for possession as Moss gets that one off over to his teammate. And now the Comets kind of slowing things down a little bit right here. And with his Funderburg now gets that one off over to the defender right there, Eric Mesmer. And now Funderburg try to split through the defense right there and hold on. We're going to have the clock stopped. Is the official seeing something over on the field. He's not issuing a card. So I think there was something that had to be reset, as they are allowing Olmsted Falls to make a substitution. However, they normally don't stop the clock for that. They normally keep it going, and is now the official, as you can see, wearing the red uniform, giving instructions to the players as to how they are going to restart. And now it looks like they are going to give a restart over to Olmsted Falls. It's kind of a weird set of circumstances. And for those of you watching at home, ladies and gentlemen, when the official puts his hands over his head, almost kind of like making an X, that means he wants the clock to be stopped. I mean, typically when that is done, it's usually after a goal is scored. It is usually, if he has to issue a red card or a yellow card, or there's a very bad injury on the field. So just kind of keep that in mind and keep an eye out for that as this game is going on. As Olmsted Falls trying to push that one up overhead. They are coached by Daniel Zilich, second-year head coach. He was an assistant coach in 2016 and 2017. Took the year off in 2018, but he has definitely helped build, this program to be one of the most elite in Northeast Ohio and also the Southwestern Conference. As typically this team will use a 4-5-1, 4-4-2, or a 3-5-2 formation. Keys to the game for them: they need to keep the ball in front of them. They need to make them play simple and not over the top. And first team to score will have the clear advantage. And, well, this Comets team, they do have an advantage. It's Nuafu over in front. Still a loose ball. Over in the box is the Comets, trying to keep possession right here. And now a quick little boot over to the box. Quick little pass, just goes off the post. It not only went off the goal post, but it also went off the field goal post. And now they're going to signal a corner kick for the Comets. And now it's going to be kicked over into the box. Wide open opportunity for the Comets, and hold on. It goes out of bounds, so it is going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. As Connor Ciolik, definitely very busy within the first 13 minutes of this game. He is but however, he has made some pretty good saves here tonight, as this is a gorgeous night for a soccer game, as they do a lot of Saturday night soccer games here at Stewart Field. Sometimes they'll do Saturday afternoons, but here it is a beautiful night with the soccer pitch underneath the beautiful lights here at Solon Stewart Field. Jeff Sabo bringing you the play-by-play here online as SCTV is Zach Baldwin. The goalkeeper who had 7 shutouts 1 season ago gets that off over to his teammate Ben Moss, as Moss, the defender, trying to get that one off over to Nuafu, and now the Bulldogs really haven't had much of an opportunity to get an offensive push down the field. And as mentioned before, this Olmsted Falls team, coached by Daniel Zilich, I definitely want to thank him for all the information ahead of time. And definitely want to give a quick shout out to his parents who are watching online, as that was one of the questions that he had for me going into this one, is how can my parents watch this one? And, well, definitely want to say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Zilich, watching live online here tonight. As Matthew Stromenger, he's going to boot that one down deep inside Solon territory, booted away by Funderburg, as this Comets team, they take away an opportunity right there. And is that going to be a corner, or is that going to be a throw-in? It's going to be a throw-in, as I wasn't quite sure if it went out of bounds. And that one actually literally went out of the stadium. As you can see, somebody going to retrieve it on what is normally the JV baseball field over outside there. So there's actually a soccer ball not in foul territory on the JV baseball field. As now a corner kick coming for the Bulldogs, as Matthew Stromenger, he's going to boot that one over inside, taken away by the Solon defense. Now still a loose ball over near the box, and here come the Comets. And the Comets with an opportunity right here. They're playing fast, and now only a couple people to beat. And here comes Jake Moss. Moss has a couple of players with him. He's going to boot that one in net. Save Ciolik, still open in front. As Nuafu over in front right there, couldn't quite connect on it. And the Comets still with possession right there. Silverstein trying to fight for possession, trying to split through the defenders. And now friendly fire right there, as one of the Bulldogs players got hit in the ball, got hit by a kick with from his own player, as the ball hit him. And hold on, they are going to stop the clock with 24 minutes and 14 seconds left to go, as it looks like they are going to have the training staff look at the injured Bulldogs player, as the Bulldogs defender kicked the ball, hit his own teammate. Obviously it was an accident, but still, that Bulldogs player has not really gotten up. As you can see, the trainer trying to go to attend to him right now, as it looks like it's Russell Harwood. As you can see, Coach Greenhill in the screen right there wearing the mask, talking with Noah Yonke. Is Yonke getting some looks from Mount Union and also Ohio Northern. As mentioned before, he and Zach Baldwin were also members of the Solon football team last year, as unfortunately due to a lot of the restrictions this year, they had to pick one sport or the other. They both chose to stick with soccer. As now Stromenger boots that one up ahead as he tried to get that to his teammate Cole Segan. As Segan, 2 goals, 2 assists on the season already. As this Bulldogs team haven't really had much of an opportunity to get some momentum. As now the Comets. Ball stripped away by Mesmer as Mesmer lost possession of it. Now taken by the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs trying to get an offensive push. Alistair White, the senior, he's trying to push that one up ahead towards the box. Booted out of bounds. As I believe Silverstein was in on that one. And now Owen Miranda trying to find an open teammate. Well, this Bulldogs team, they are definitely physical. They are definitely playing fast, as this has been a pretty fast matchup here at Solon Stewart Field. As the Solon team much better on turf than on grass, as there actually is a pretty big difference, between the two. You wouldn't think, but there are a lot of teams that mention that they are not as quick on grass as they are on turf. And it looks like that one is going to go out of bounds. And it's kind of as I was mentioning during the JV game, is that they've actually had artificial turf here at Solon Stewart Field since 2004. However, they have not played an actual soccer game with real grass here in this stadium, probably since the late 90s, early 2000s. As Nuwafu with the possession right here, splits through the defenders, puts the shot on net, saves Ciolik. As Ciolik had 38 saves coming into this one. He is the main goalkeeper for this Olmsted Falls Bulldogs team. And both teams really coming out firing strong. As Solon mentioned before, they are 1-2-1, 3-1 win over Menor, a pretty good team, within the area, Greater Cleveland Conference foe. They had a 1-0 loss over to Avon earlier this week. Had to drive all the way out there on the road, as Avon is ranked number 4 in the Cleveland area. 1-1 tie against Strongsville, and then a 3-0 loss to Medina, is Medina currently ranked number 3 in the state. As this Comets team had to do phase 1 and 2, which means no contact for workouts, and due to the fact that they couldn't do scrimmages and they couldn't really have practices, a lot of them did hit the weight room as Baldwin put on 25 pounds of muscle. As that ball is stripped away by Alistair White, is the Bulldogs trying to get something going right there as Connor Sweeney gets that one back off over to his goalkeeper. As you can see Yonke in on the screen right there in pursuit. As this Comets team, they have had the momentum ever since this one started. And now the ball stripped away is Yonke. Only one person to beat, as that one kicked away by the goalkeeper, Ciolik. As this Comets team, they are definitely being very aggressive. You wouldn't think that they had a couple of games this week based off of the way that they are playing. As it looks like we do have a foul away from the play. So it is going to be a Bulldogs restart. And something in this Comets team, they'll switch off between Zach Baldwin and Ethan Smith at goalkeeping. As Baldwin 7 shutouts 1 season ago, and Coach Greenhill on experienced goalkeepers. Having a strong and experienced goalkeeper can have a tremendous impact on a soccer team. With a shortened season, they can make up for a lot of the mistakes that the defense will have. As this Comets team, they were not able to get a scrimmage in due to all the circumstances surrounding COVID. At first, this Solon School District was not going to have sports for the first grading period. That all changed, and then before you know it, the week of September 14th, they're playing their first game, as they really did not have the preseason that they normally have. As Coach Greenhill said, we had to get creative to get our players prepared and in shape, as there was no contact during phase 1 and 2, so they had to focus on fitness and the technical side of the game. And he mentioned that the players need action in game scrimmages to really prepare for the season. As we're kind of at a stalemate right here, as neither team really kind of coming up with an attack, so to speak. And now the ball stripped away, and here comes Eric Nuwafu. Nuwafu, only one to beat. Can he keep it in bounds? Just goes out of bounds. As they are going to say it was a goal kick, so I was kind of wondering at first, if possibly the goalkeeper was the last one to touch it, but that's not the case. Alex Rosen is going to check into the game. As this Comets team, they have definitely been aggressive. They have definitely pushed forward and gotten a lot of scoring opportunities. As they are recently coming off senior night earlier this week, as a lot of teams are electing to do their senior night festivities early on in the season rather than later, just due to all the circumstances and the uncertainty and just how quickly everything can change. And just on senior night against Menor, Noah Yonke, Jake Moss, and Nick Sattery all had goals. Ryan Funderburg and Andrew Mester all had assists. And hold on, it looks like we have some contact near midfield and another Bulldog down. The referee is going to stop the clock with 18:08 left to go here in this first half, as it has been pretty physical here so far, ladies and gentlemen. And something very interesting is that normally, you know, there are 16 games on the regular on a regular schedule for Solon. However, even though it's a shortened season, head football coach and athletic director Jim McQuaid was able to get 14 games. Just taking a look, they're going to be at home this Thursday against the Twinsburg Tigers, 7 o'clock start. Saturday, it's actually going to be a 4 o'clock start, you know, at home against Brecksville Broadview Heights. Then Tuesday, a GCC conference matchup, the 6th, home against Brunswick. So a lot of home matches, and the referee, a late call right there. As you could see, number 9 in on your screen, Andrew Mesmer, almost looking like he's playing football out there. I'm not talking, you know, I'm talking what you play on the gridiron, not the soccer field. As it is going to be a restart for this Olmsted Falls team. Connor Sweetie, the senior, looks like he's going to get that off over to his teammate, number 10. That is going to be Jake Warman. And now the ball is stripped away as the Comets, they have an offensive rush. Here comes Noah Yonke as Noah trying to, only one person to beat, just wide of the net. As he had an opportunity right there. As that may have been close to being offside. However, Yonke had the defender beat. He really had a pretty good, you know, edge on that one. As Yonke, 3 goals and 2 assists 1 season ago. 2 goals for this Comets team, leading scorer. As the Comets are going to make a substitution. As Seolik, the goalkeeper, he's going to boot that one up over ahead. And now that is Nuafu in pursuit of it. Has a couple of defenders to beat. Nuafu, 6'4", you know, definitely very big presence indeed. And taking a look at some of the stats that he had last year, as he had 11 goals, 4 assists. And that one just way ahead of the mark, as it's going to be another goal kick. Or I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. As they did call a foul on the play, so it is going to be a Bulldogs restart. So 16 minutes left to go. That one is going to be booted down the field. And now that one up in the air, up for grabs. As this Comets team, they have definitely been very aggressive, getting off to a goal very early on in this one. As Baldwin, the goalkeeper, he is going to push that one up ahead. As Nuafu, ooh, I thought he touched that one with his hands, and I think the referee agreed with me. Yep, from where I was sitting, I thought there was definitely some contact, you know, so to speak, on that one with where the ball touched his hand, and the referee decided to call that one right off the bat. So, yeah, it was a good opportunity for the Comets right there. Unfortunately, it was a handball. So this Comets team doing a great job, being aggressive, getting the opportunities in front. Is Andrew Mesmer getting the Comets on the board early on inside the 30-minute mark. I'm Jeff Sabo, bringing you the play-by-play here on SETV. It's less than 15 minutes to go here in this first half, as we are going to do 2 40-minute halves here. And for those of you watching at home, the game can end in a tie. They don't do overtime until the playoffs, as they won't do overtime at all if we do have a tie at the end of regulation. And yes, I have seen some instances in which certain games have actually ended up in a 0-0 tie. So is the pass way off the mark right there, as you can see Funderburg trying to get that one. As mentioned before, if he has a throw in, it is definitely a sight to see. It is definitely very incredible. As the Bulldogs throwing that one in, as you can see, number 10, Jake Warman with the pursuit right there. As this Bulldogs team having some trouble getting some offensive chances. As Nuafu pushes that one up over ahead, as the Bulldogs pushing that one deep down inside their own territory. As the Solon team, up a little bit of contact right there, and the official, he's going to call a foul. So it is going to be a Comets restart. As Ben Moss, an opportunity right here for the Comets to kind of keep this momentum going. As you could hear, a lot of information, and loose ball over in front, as Ciolik, the goalkeeper, got his hands in on that one. As you could definitely, an interesting atmosphere here at Stewart Field is that they have all the varsity parents on what is normally the home side for a football game. So you not only have the Olmsted Falls parents, but also the Solon parents. Everybody's social distancing and encouraged to wear a mask. As we are going to have a foul, so it looks like it is going to be an Olmsted Falls restart. As that one booted up over on the far sideline. As this Comets team, they're actually going to have 5 straight matches here at home at Stewart Field, so they're going to really get used to playing here very quickly. As they are going to have games against Twinsburg, Brecksville, Brunswick, and even Euclid, as that game is actually going to be October 7th. That is going to be a home game, and that one is going to be, booted back to the Bulldogs defense. Is the Comets trying to strip the ball away. Is this Comets team not a whole lot of time to really practice before starting their first game. They did not really have an opportunity to scrimmage. Coach Greenhill really mentioned how you really get some experience being able to scrimmage and really just being able to get that opportunity to do that in the preseason. Just due to the circumstances, the Comets didn't get a chance to do that. And now it looks like Brandon Silverstein's going to check back into the game for the Comets. And for those of you watching at home, for the most part, they will keep the clock, running. There are some instances in which they do have to stop the clock, but it is not what you see at the professional level or the international level, where they'll do like the stoppage time or the extra time. And also a main difference from what you see, at the professional level with the MLS or even some of the other professional leagues like the English Premier League and some of the other, and even the international soccer games. Is that you can sub continuously in and out. It's not a situation in which once you take a player out of the game, that player is done for the night. So at high school soccer, you can sub the players in and out multiple times. Whereas if you're watching an MLS game, you're watching an international soccer game or English Premier League, which has become very popular within the United States. Once you take a player out of the game in those leagues, that player is done for the rest of the night. So I just want to keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, as you are watching this. And Ryan Funderburg, who has an incredible throw-in. This is going to be an opportunity for the Comets right here. As you can see, Eric Nuafu over in front of the net. And now it's going to be a throw-in right there. Chance for the Comets. Still loose ball. That one is going to sail out of bounds. And they are going to say it is Bulldogs' possession. As I was not sure if it went off of a Bulldog player before it went out of bounds, but it is going to be an Olmsted Falls throw-in. is Funderburg. Now gets that back off over to the defender, Mesmer. Now back off over to the goalkeeper. Zach Baldwin is Baldwin getting some interest from Dayton and Penn State. Unfortunately, due to the COVID regulations and restrictions, a lot of the Division I recruiting has been paused. So Dayton and Penn State have shown an interest, in Zach Baldwin, but he has not really been able to go down there to officially meet with the coaches just due to the COVID restrictions, as that one is going to go out of bounds over on the far sideline. And something very different this season, normally for a soccer match, and I know some stadiums are still allowing this, is that you'll actually have both teams on the same sideline, occupied with their respective benches. Not here at Solon Stewart Field. The visiting team will be over on the other side, what is normally the visitor sideline for a football game here. And then Solon will occupy what is normally the Solon sideline for a football game. So they are going to be on opposite sidelines here. So I just want to share that during the broadcast. As the Comets up 1-0 thanks to an Andrew Mesmer goal within the 30th minute. Here at Solon Stewart Field, less than 10 minutes to go, is Eric Nwafu trying to dribble and trying to keep the ball in front of him. Left foots this one, just misses the net right there. Is this Solon team, they have definitely given the goaltender Ciolik a lot of work. As Nwafu, who I believe started varsity as a sophomore, looking for his first goal of the season. As Andrew Mesmer, Nick Satari, Jake Moss, and Noah Yonke, all with goals for the Comets this season. As Ciolik, the goalkeeper, less than 8 minutes to go, he is going to boot that one way up into the sky. Beautiful night here for soccer at Solon Stewart Field. As we have 7:15 left to go here in this first half of soccer action. Jeff Sabo bringing you the play-by-play here. As it's going to be a throw-in for the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, as they are going to get an opportunity right here to possibly get some offense going, get some momentum, as the Comets boot that one out of the box as Nwafu with the possession right here over on the far sideline. And who did it go out of bounds off of? So looks like it is going to be a Comets throw-in. And something, if you look close enough on the sidelines on both sides, is that they do have hand sanitizing stations for the players to use. As the Comets with an offensive push right here. As you can see, number 11, Jake Moss, trying to help set up his teammates right there. Is not only with soccer, but also some of the other sports like volleyball. And there are even some volleyball teams that will actually make the players take. As Silverstein in pursuit of that one, Ciolik is just going to grab that one. And there are even some volleyball teams that as soon as the players come off the court for a substitution, make them either wash their hands or put on hand sanitizer just for safety measures. As this Comets team looking to go to a 500 record, what's very early on in their season is Silverstein pushes that one up ahead. Ciolik, the goalkeeper, is just going to keep that one. As mentioned before, Connor Ciolik, 38 saves coming into this one. As this Olmsted Falls team, they are currently 6-2-1 overall, 4-1 in the Southwestern Conference, mainly playing teams over on the west side, as this is a non-conference matchup between the two schools. As taking a look at Solon's schedule, it's mainly a non-conference schedule, as they also do have to play, Westlake. They have to play St. Ed's, which very tough team. Also have to finish off the season playing at home against Revere. So a lot of non-conference games on their schedule. As it looks like Ciolik, the goalkeeper, is just going to keep this one. He's going to push that one off over to Russell Harwood, the senior. As this Olmsted Falls team talking with their coach Daniel Zilich prior to this, he knew that going into this one, Solon was going to be a very physical team. He said they need to keep the ball in front of them. They need to make them play simple and not over the top. And he mentioned that the first team to score in this one would have the advantage, and well, looks like Solon is having the advantage so far. They keep getting opportunities. They keep pushing the ball towards the net. As another opportunity right here is Moss trying to fight for possession, finally booted out. And now it looks like it is going to be a Solon throw-in. As Funderburg with an opportunity right here. Is keep in mind, he is definitely considered to be very incredible with how he can throw the ball in. As that one's going to go deep into the box, and the Comets fighting for possession. Nuafu over in front. The Comets trying to get a shot off, goes just wide of the net. He's got to keep the goalkeeper. You got to keep in mind that goalkeeper Ciolik. He has made some incredible saves. Just with how Solon's been getting the opportunities, this could easily be a much larger deficit. But the goalkeeper Ciolik really making some great saves in this one. Really doing a great job. As Nuafu pushes that one up over ahead to Moss. As Moss trying to beat the defender, puts that one up on net. As Ciolik, the goalkeeper, looked like he had trouble judging that one for a second. Manages to make the save, but it is going to be a corner kick for the Comets. Brandon Silverstein going to the corner. And here come the Comets. As it looks like the Comets trying to set things up a little bit. Only two inside the box. And here we go. The ball is up, and it is going to be Funderburg trying to go for that one. No avail. As now it's going to be Nick Satari trying to push that one up ahead. Stolen away by the Bulldogs, and here now they have a pursuit. As you can see, Sean Gillette trying to pursue that one. The Comets defense pushing that one out of bounds as we are approaching the last 2 minutes here inside the first half at Solon Stewart Field. This has been a very fun one indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely a very fun one to call. As the Bulldogs trying to get on the scoreboard to even things up. Keep in mind, they lost 6-2 against this Solon team 1 year ago, as the Comets defense boots that one over to the midfield. And now the Comets push that one up over ahead. Eric Nuafu, number 7, 11 goals last season. He's waiting for his offense to set. And now the ball is in the box. He gets tripped up. No foul, and yes! There was a foul called on the play. Referee is calling for the clock to be stopped. It looks like the foul did occur inside the box. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a penalty kick. Eric Nuafu looking to get his first goal of the season. As you see, Baldwin, the goalkeeper, coming over to talk to Nuafu and getting the ball placed. And now it looks like the Comets with the penalty kick right here. Here comes Zach Baldwin to take the kick. And here he comes, he lines it up. Goal! Comets! Zach Baldwin, the goalkeeper! His first goal of the season puts the Comets up 2-0 with a minute 35 left to go in the first half. So Zach Baldwin taking the penalty kick makes it a 2-0 Solon lead. As goals by Mesmer and Baldwin put the Comets up by 2, 1 minute 35 left to go. Here in this first half. As a minute 35, the kickoff is the restart taken by the Bulldogs. And they are definitely down deep in a hole They knew going into this one that if Solon scored first or whoever scored first would have the advantage. Well, that's been proven true. Is that one way off the mark? Is the Comets looking to close out this first half with a 2-0 lead as we are approaching the final minute of soccer action here at Solon Stewart Field. We definitely want to welcome and thank those for listening live on SETV as Eric Mesmer gets that one off over to the goalkeeper, Zach Baldwin. As this Comets team looking to just close out this first half as they're trying to just preserve this 2-0 lead. They get that one off over to Eric Nuafu, who was taken down in the box for the penalty kick, as that penalty kick was taken by an almost a dangerous situation right there, as the goalkeeper, Baldwin, pouncing on that one. And it looks like the Bulldogs wanted a call right there, as it looks like they're saying it was touched out of bounds, so it looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Right here is Kevin Allen, one of the captains. He's going to boot that one. Less than 10 seconds to go. Booted away by the Comets defense. Still loose ball near the top. And the Comets take away the opportunity. So there you have it. At the end of the first half, Solon 2, Olmsted Falls 0. And we'll be back with second half action here on SETV. Welcome back to Stewart Field here, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely appreciate you watching live online as we have been streaming this one as the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs on the road against the Solon Comets here at Stewart Field, losing 2-0 as we are about to begin the second half of soccer action. As the Solon Comets coming into this game 1-2-1, and however, they've had the momentum. They have had the lead ever since the 30th minute, where Andrew Mesmer scoring his first goal of the season. And then later on, within the 1 minute mark, Zach Baldwin, off of a penalty kick, scoring once again to give the Comets a 2-0 lead. As the Comets are going to get possession to start off things here in this second half. As keep in mind, this Comets team, not a whole lot of season underneath their belt. They have not played as many games as this Olmsted Falls Bulldogs team. Olmsted Falls coming into this one 6-2-1. This Comets team, they had only had 4 games underneath their belt. They did not start playing games until September 15th, as they actually didn't. Once they got clear to play, they had to go through phase 1 and phase 2 non-contact period. No scrimmages, just some practices and some time in the weight room. Is Nuafu pushing that one up over a head, left foot, hits the post right there. Who's ball over in front? And what are they going to signal? As it looked like it may have been touched by an Olmsted Falls player. However, the official is signaling a goal kick for the Bulldogs. As the goaltender Ciolik, definitely very busy in the first half. Definitely played pretty well as he made some pretty tremendous saves. As just with the opportunities that Solon was getting. As it looks like it's going to be pushed up over ahead. Is that one going to go in? Just wide! As there was some contact made. As you can see, Ciolik, the goalkeeper, may have been shaken up on that one a little bit. As you can see, he is limping. As Caleb Sherman, who actually was playing in the JV game, he is the backup goalkeeper for this particular team. As it looks like Ciolik, the goalkeeper, he's going to stay in there. And hold on, it looks like there was some contact, so it looks like it is going to be an Olmsted Falls restart. As this Comets team, a lot of experience, 11 seniors, 9 juniors, as this one is pushed up overhead and hold on, offsides. Is the official over on the near side waving the flag, saying it was offsides against the Comets, so it's going to be Olmsted Falls possession. As this Comets team mentioned before, they lost a lot of time as there were a lot of teams in there when what normally was their conference, but also just in the area that were able to start practices and start games not too long after Governor DeWine on August 18th gave the official okay for the contact sports, as the Comets team had to get approval from, the board, and then once it was done, some teams, like for example the volleyball team, only really had 1 week to practice with no scrimmages before they were able to start playing games. But this Comets team, coming off a district title last year, 13-6-1, that was the most wins that they had had since 2006. As Funderburg, also a member of the baseball team, is going to throw that one in. As Nuafu, made contact with the ball right there. Now back off over to Funderburg. As Funderburg boots that one in, as Ciolik, the goalkeeper, is going to take this one. As that one booted down the field, as the Comets trying to fight for possession right there. As this Bulldogs team, kind of a slow first half at certain times as contact was made, and that was definitely a foul. Definitely no doubt about that one, as there was definitely some contact right there between one of the Solon defenders and the Bulldogs player. As you can see, Zach Baldwin, the goalkeeper for Solon, who actually scored off of a penalty kick. He actually last season was a member of not only the soccer team but also the football team alongside with teammate Noah Yonke. Due to the restrictions this year, he and Yonke were not allowed to play both sports, as it looks like it is going to be a direct kick for the Bulldogs, as you can see in your screen. Kevin Allen and John Gibson. As Allen, one of the key players for this Bulldogs team, as Gibson's going to take that one, blocked away. And now that one is going to be booted up overhead, as the Bulldogs not able to get that one in the box. As Gibson, 7 goals on the season. Alistair White, who actually had some pretty good opportunities in the first half, 5 goals, 1 assist on the season. Is in conference play, Olmsted Falls 4-1-0 in the Southwestern Conference. Head coach is Daniel Zilich, second year, former assistant back in 2016 and 2017. Took 2018 year off, but came back for 2019. It's now the Comets with the opportunity. They're going to push that one up overhead as Nuafu trying to get ahead of the play right there, as that one is going to sail out of bounds. As now it's going to be taken by number 6, Keelan Zielinski. As Zielinski is going to throw that one in. As this Comets team, they definitely were very aggressive in the first half. Now kind of maybe slowing down a little bit. And they are trying to get back the momentum. They are trying to get an offensive push up ahead. And it looks like there was some contact made, but good steal away right there by Cole Segan. As Segan, 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. And now the Bulldogs with the pursuit. Good defensive play right there by Eric Mesmer, booting that one out of bounds. So it's going to be a Bulldogs throw-in. is the ball thrown in, and now the Bulldogs trying to get something going right here. As the Comets trying to steal the ball away. As you can see, number 2, Matthew Stromenger, trying to push that one up over ahead. As there weren't a whole lot of opportunities for the Bulldogs in the first half offensively. As their goalkeeper, Connor Ciolik, coming into this game with 38 saves. Definitely increased the number of saves to his stat list. As that one sent out over in front. Good save right there by Ciolik. The goalkeeper is making another incredible save. He is keeping his team in this one as he came out of right there, made an incredible save off of what could have been goal number 3 for the Comets. As Funderburg, he's going to throw that one in. And now the Comets trying to increase their lead as Silverstein tries to split through the defender, finally booted away by the defense. And now it's going to be taken by the Bulldogs. They're going to boot that one out of bounds. So it looks like it is going to be a goal kick for the Comets. As mentioned before, Zach Baldwin, also last year was also one of the place kickers for this, so not only for the Solon football team, but also was the goalkeeper last year for Solon soccer. He and Noah Yankee, as mentioned before, had the distinction of playing in a Solon soccer and football game on the same day, as he and Noah Yankee both played for the Comets at against University School in Hunting Valley on a Saturday. And sure enough, Comets football was at Shaker Heights, and once the soccer game was over, they went over to Shaker Heights and then played in that game, for Solon football. So definitely a very interesting opportunity for both players. As Ryan Funderburg, 2-season athlete, mentioned before, also plays baseball. As he's going to throw that one in. Opportunity for the Comets. Loose ball in front, just wide of the net. As Ryan Funderburg, 1 goal and 1 assist back in 2019 for this district championship Solon team. And head coach Ryan Greenhill, he's really done an incredible job. 2008 Solon graduate, played his college soccer at Hiram. When he took over as the head coach, he was really interested in building this as an elite program. And he definitely knew it was going to take a few years to get there, but he has really done an incredible job building this program and really building the atmosphere and the culture that this program needed, as he's a former Comet player himself. Is now Baldwin. He is going to boot that one down the field, and that one is going to go out of bounds. So it's going to be a Bulldogs throw-in. Is that one thrown down there? Is you have to give credit to the Bulldogs, for building up their program as well. 3-9-4 in 2018. Only 5 wins a season ago. 5-12-1. They are now 6-2-1. So they have definitely surpassed the number of wins that they had 1 season ago. And definitely and with how aggressive they are, and definitely with the talent that they have on the team, they're looking to have a pretty good season. As the Comets boot that one away, hold on, they did call a foul on the play. So it is going to be a Comets restart. So less than 30 minutes to go. This Comets team sitting on a 2-goal lead. And taking a look at their schedule, they don't really have many teams, as from the Greater Cleveland Conference on their schedule. It's the only 2 teams that they technically have left on their schedule from the conference are Brunswick back here on October 6th. Then they're actually home the following day against Euclid, which technically is considered a Greater Cleveland Conference matchup. And then they're on the road at Elyria Tuesday, October 13th. So definitely a lot of soccer in a short amount of time, not only against conference opponents, but non-conference opponents. As we're going to get Funderburg right here with an opportunity to throw it in, as he's created a lot of scoring opportunities for the Comets, just with the way he can throw the ball in. And that one is going to go down deep inside the box. And that one is loose over in front. Still being pursued by the Comets. And now the Comets with an opportunity right here. As that one is booted off overhead. Nuafu. Now it's going to be taken over near the top of the box. As now it's Xander Morales. And Xander Morales! Goal! Comets! Xander Morales inside the 28th minute puts the Comets up 3-0. So Xander Morales getting his first goal of the season. Comets up 3-0. And Morales only had 1 assist last year. Now he has 1 goal. And the Comets are sitting comfortably with a 3-goal lead. Here inside the 28th minute, here in the second half at Solon Stewart Field. Jeff Sabo bringing you the play-by-play here as we are streaming live, as I haven't had many opportunities to say that in my career at Solon Educational Television. Is for the most part we do everything tape delay. However, due to the circumstances this year, the OHSAA is allowing teams and schools to stream their games live. That's not only happening here at Solon, but also other schools as well, such as West Geauga. West Geauga definitely got their program started, and not only with covering soccer games, but also volleyball games as well. Definitely want to give a quick shout out to my friends and all my friends over there. And now it's going to be stolen away. And now here come the Comets as Funderburg tries to get that off over to Nuafu. Nuafu tripped up in the box. No call. Still a loose ball. As now that one is going to be booted over the goal. As you can see, some people inside the Solon stands putting their arms up like, where's the call? Where's the call? And there was none to be had. So it is now going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Is that one booted up over ahead as Noah Yankee over in the midfield. Now with an opportunity right here to kind of control things. As if you have a pretty good midfield, you can really help control a game. Is Yankee being pursued by Mount Union and Ohio Northern to play soccer. Both Ohio Athletic Conference schools and both Division III. And definitely a lot of good soccer, within that conference. With Otterbein, Capital, nearby Baldwin Walls, and John Carroll. And Ryan Funderburg. Here we go with the throw-in. It's Funderburg. He's going to throw that one in. It's going to be loose off over in the box. Opportunity for the Comets as Nyaki still with it. Tries to split through the defenders. And now it's still going to be kicked over to the sideline. Kept in bounds by the Comets as Moss with an opportunity right here over on the near sideline. Has 2 defenders to beat. Trying to get around. Oh, there was some contact. And now they're going to still play on. Now it's going to be centered over in front. And that one booted out. And now the official finally blows the whistle. And they are going to say it is a corner kick. As it almost seemed like it was a late whistle right there. As from where I was standing, I thought it went out of bounds much earlier. And here comes Noah Yankee. Yankee, leading scorer for this Comets team. 2 goals on the season. 3 goals and 2 assists 1 season ago. As he's going to be setting this one up. As we're in the 25th minute here inside the second half at Stewart Field. And here we go. This is going to be on the ground over in the box. As the Bulldogs having trouble clearing this one. Now over near the sideline is Xander Morales. He's going to let that one go out of bounds. And it's going to be a Comets throw-in as they're going to let Funderburg throw that one in once again. Oh, excuse me. It's going to be Brandon Silverstein throwing that one in, the junior. As that one is going to go off over to Ben Moss. As Moss puts that one over into the box. Headed up overhead. Still alive as the Comets still with possession. Boots that one over just wide of the net. Still fighting for possession. As there was definitely a lot of contact inside the box in front of the net is the goalkeeper, Ciolik. I'm not quite sure how many saves he's had here so far tonight, but if he started with 38, I would probably think he's over or excuse me, if he started with 38 saves going into this one for the season, I would probably think he's definitely beyond 50 at this point. And now Silverstein pushes that one off over ahead to Morales. Morales, who had the third goal of the night for the Comets, is now being controlled over near the midfield. As this Solon team, they have definitely done a great job keeping the momentum, really trying to make sure that they hold on to the lead and really take this game. They definitely knew that this was going to be, they definitely knew this Olmsted Falls team was going to be a strong program. They knew that they needed to keep their composure on the ball and play a competitive game, or play a complete game, and that they need to keep their complete composure with the ball. They need to be calm and play with confidence. And, talking about the offense with Coach Greenhill, saying their offense hasn't been what it needs to be, but he's confident that with this experience, it'll eventually get there. And this Comets team, I think with just some more games underneath their belt, as they do have a lot of games coming up in the near future, packing 14 games inside a shortened season, as Funderburg getting ready to throw the ball back in again. As it is a gorgeous night here at Solon Stewart Field. Late September, as the Comets making some substitutions. As Funderburg, all the way out from the track, he's going to throw that one in. Ball is going to go right to the goalkeeper, Ciolik. And despite the score, Ciolik really has had an incredible game. This score could be a lot more lopsided, so to speak, had he not been able to step up and make some key saves. There was one that he made early on where literally just the way he came out of nowhere to make that save really could have made a huge difference, had he not been able to make it or stop that one. So really he has had a pretty good game. As Kevin Allen, one of the captains, he's going to boot that one up over ahead, as that one is going to be taken safely by the goalkeeper, Zach Baldwin. And I definitely want to thank Greg Strasiker, and also want to thank, Chris Baldwin for all their help with the research prior to tonight's game, as I definitely appreciated all the work that both of them did to make sure we had all the information we needed for the broadcast. As Nuafu, 11 goals, 4 assists last year. He's really been a pretty big presence in this game, really helping the Comets get a lot of opportunities. As Olmsted Falls, really having trouble getting some momentum in this one. They've had some offensive opportunities, but nowhere near the amount of opportunities Solon has had. As Olmsted Falls, considered to be one of the top teams inside Northeast Ohio. It's very early on, this Solon team had some pretty good competition, having to play Medina very early on in the season, second game of the year, a 3-0 loss on the road. Keep in mind, Medina is ranked number 3 in the state. Then they had to play Mentor, which Mentor actually played a very tough game against a very hard-fought University School team, which, talk about a team that is definitely very impressive and fun to watch. If you have an opportunity to check out, University School play, that is a great program. As head coach John Patasik, definitely a good person, and definitely a good friend of mine. Definitely want to give a quick shout out to him. Definitely very impressed with what he has done with that team so far this year. As we're approaching the last 20 minutes of this second half, this Olmsted Falls team trying to create some opportunities right here, as the ball is going to go out of bounds. It's still a pretty good atmosphere inside, Solon Stewart Field here tonight for a soccer game, as players have to social distance, fans have to social distance. As the officials sorting things out, so to speak, with where the throw-in is going to occur, as they are not going to stop the clock for that, as they normally do stop the clock for either major injuries, if they have to award a yellow card or a red card, and obviously goals, but for the most part, they will keep the clock running. As Baldwin, the goalkeeper, he's going to keep this one. He's going to boot this one way down the field. As it looks like a couple of Comets right in the pursuit right there. And here it comes, and that one just wide of the net. As Noah Yonke wanting that one badly. As the Comets going to some substitutions right here. Jaden Sussman coming along with Mark Roth, both juniors, as we have 9 juniors and 11 seniors on the Solon team. It was about a year ago when these two teams played. You know, Coach Greenhill was able to go ahead and unload his bench. And ironically, you know, defenders Xander Morales who actually had a goal earlier on in this half, actually had an assist where he was able to feed Noah Yonke in that game. And the Comets ended up going up ahead 6-2. And former Comet Billy Furlong had some goals in that one, and definitely want to give a quick shout out to his dad Sean Furlong, who has actually helped me out on not only some soccer broadcasts but football broadcasts as well. So Sean, if you're watching, definitely want to give you a quick shout out. As the Comets in pursuit right there, ball booted away by the Bulldogs defense. For those of you watching, Solon in the blue, Olmsted Falls in the white, and hold on, they're going to stop the clock. As there's definitely some chatter going on. There was definitely a foul away from the play, as the official wants to make sure everything gets reset. As for a varsity game, you're going to have the official in the middle running around the players, and then the 2 officials with the flags on the sidelines. As it is going to be a restart for the Bulldogs. Kevin Allen, considered to be one of the key players for this team. He's going to be kicking this one probably deep inside Solon territory. And if there's an opportunity for the Bulldogs to get back into this one, this is it. As you're going to see Eric Mesmer coming back in for the Comets off of the bench. As the Bulldogs looking to take their time with this one. And here we go. As that kick down deep in the box, booted away by the Solon defense. And now the Bulldogs trying to get that one off overhead just wide. And it's going to be a Comets throw-in. As Xander Morales, one of the 11 seniors on this Solon team, he's going to throw that one in. As that one is going to be booted up in the air. And now it's going to be taken by the Bulldogs over near the corner of the box. As you're going to see number 13, Luke Gillette, who had a couple of opportunities in the first half. As Net tries to get that one up overhead, just wide of the net. We're going to have to see what the official calls right here, as I wasn't sure if it went off of a Solon player or a Bulldogs player. And it looks like they are going to signal a corner kick. So John Gibson, 7 goals on this season. He's going to be kicking this one from the corner. As it looks like they're going to boot that one in the box. Shot, and that one goes in. As the goalkeeper, Baldwin, could not get that one. So that is going to be a goal right there for the Bulldogs, as somebody out in front was able to get, a boot in on it. So 3-1, Bulldogs finally get on the scoreboard. As it may have been number 14, Russell Harwood, getting a goal right there. And yes, there you hear it in the background from public address announcer Dave Pellig. It is going to be Russell Harwood credited with the goal, 17th minute, inside the 17th minute here in the second half. As the Comets looking to get a little comfortable right there. However, giving up a goal, as they are now only up by 2. As this Olmsted Falls team still have a lot of time on the clock. 16 minutes left to go. They still have some opportunities to get back into this one. As this one is definitely not over yet. 60 minutes, a lot can happen inside a soccer game. As there's definitely been a lot of instances in which goals actually get scored within the last minute, within the last seconds. So long story short, you can definitely see a lot that can happen in a short amount of time. So defensively, the Comets still have to play, the rest of this game. They cannot give up many big opportunities because this Olmsted Falls considered to be one of the best in Northeast Ohio and in their conference. And taking a look, that was actually Harwood's first goal of the season. And is definitely a goal that is going to help the Bulldogs stay in this one. And it looks like they have the ball near the top of the box as the Comets defense breaking down a little bit. Good block over in front right there by Josh Goodman, the defender. And now the Comets finally clear that one out as Nuafu, in pursuit of the ball over on the near sideline, as it's going to be a throw-in, or excuse me, it's going to be a Comets throw-in. And hold on, the official wanting substitution to come on in, so Brandon Silverstein, he's going to check back in. So that clock is going to be rolling. Keep in mind, you don't have clock stoppages like you do in some of the other sports, so that clock is ticking. And Solon can easily, keep the ball down towards this end of the field. Take some time off the clock, be able to, pull away with the victory. As this Olmsted Falls team, they've definitely had some momentum. They're starting to get some chances. A lot can happen in a short amount of time. As now it's going to be a Bulldogs throw-in, as it's going to be pursued by the Bulldogs over in Solon territory on this side of the field. As really this has been a pretty fast-moving game. As this Comets team, they finally boot it away over to the midfield, taking a lot of time off the clock. And keep in mind, for those of you watching at home or maybe tuning in late, there is no stoppage time like what you see in the MLS, English Premier League, some of the other European leagues or the international matches. Once that clock hits 0, we are done. So just kind of keep that in mind. Is now Nuafu. Now with the possession right there. Trying to split over the defenders. Trying to go through. He has an opportunity. Good save by Solon. Still a loose ball. Finally booted out. And that is going to be a corner kick for the Comets. So inside the 13th minute, the Comets with a corner kick. And this could be an opportunity to add an insurance goal, as you're going to see Morales over near the net. He already has a goal here tonight. And now it's going to be a quick boot off over to Noah Yankee. Yankee with a lot of room. He's now going to go inside the box. Quick little boot over inside, blocked away over by the defender. Is Yankee still up on his feet, still with the ball. Passes that one off over to Silverstein. As Silverstein looks like somebody was offside. And now the Bulldogs with an opportunity right here. Not a whole lot of time left, however. A lot can happen in just a short amount of time, as we have 12 minutes to go, or excuse me, 12:39 left to go here in this second half. The Bulldogs kind of getting some momentum and definitely getting some more offensive rushes. Ever since they got that goal by number 14, Russell Harwood, his first goal of the season, off of the corner kick. And now that one is going to be pushed ahead. And the Comets almost trying to play keep away, trying to keep this one out of the Bulldogs' hands. Is now that one is going to be booted over inside Solon territory. As you're going to see Eric Mesmer almost get beat right there, as he finally boots that one down the field. And the Comets really trying to keep the ball in front of them, really trying to control this one. Is that one now booted deep down the field. And now Nuafu trying to push that one up over ahead. As he has possession, gets that one off over to Silverstein. Now a quick little pass off over in front. Only one person to beat, and Ciolik had his hands on that one. However, Andrew Mesmer trying to come in for another goal. Ended up kicking that one out of bounds, so it's going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. As we have 11 and a half minutes left to go here in the second half. As Ciolik, the goalkeeper, tried to push that one ahead. Intercepted right there by Silverstein. And now Yankee trying to push that one up over ahead, and Seolik, the goalkeeper, is just going to pick this one up. It's a pretty good atmosphere inside Solon Stewart Field on a Saturday night. The weather here has just been absolutely gorgeous, and kind of a different atmosphere at the same time as just with everything going on. Is definitely different feel inside here. As Jake Moss is going to check back into the game, as they've had to set things up differently. Everybody has to wear a mask and social distance inside the stands. As the Comets with the throw in right there. Now the ball's over at midfield. As both teams fighting for possession. As this Comets team looking to preserve the lead. Looking to walk out of here with their second win of the season. To improve to 2-2-1. As the Solon team with control right there, and it looked like that one went out of bounds, so it's going to be a Comets throw-in. As you can see, Silverstein trying to make sure he did not go off sides. As now Funderburg definitely very aggressive with his throw-in. As you can see, getting serious, moving the chair, as they actually do have chairs out there, you know, for social distancing. Gets that one off over to Nuafu. Nuafu with the left foot, can't get it to go. As Seolik, the goalkeeper, gets his hands on that one to make the save, and here we go. As Funderburg with a slide tackle right there, keeps that one in. As there's a fight for possession over on the far sideline as Carmine Boscarello, the freshman, who's been a welcome addition to this team according to head coach Daniel Zilich, second-year head coach, trying to push things along as this Bulldogs team had some momentum after their first goal. However, they have not been able to get an offensive rush for the last couple minutes. As this Solon team trying to push things over ahead as Nuafu gets that one off over to the far sideline. Quick little boot over inside, and the Comets not quite sure where the ball is now Silverstein trying to take that one over in the corner, trying to get that one back into the box. Now going inside as Silverstein puts that one on the goaltender Seolik, who's fall over in front is Nuafu trying to get that one. Silverstein, good save right there by Seolik. As the Comets, several good opportunities right there to put that one away. Seolik with several good saves in just a short amount of time. As Goodman now gets that one off over to his teammate Sussman. As Goodman is now going to boot that one back off over to Baldwin. As Baldwin with a goal off of a penalty kick tonight gets that one back off over to Goodman, who's going to push that one up over ahead. As Morales now off over to Nuafu. Nuafu, only one person to beat, and it looks like that one is going to be taken by the goalkeeper, Seolik. Is this Solon soccer team, they really play as a team, not really playing selfishly, really sharing the load, and really playing pretty well despite not really having any scrimmages before their season began. As Nuafu fighting for possession, 6'4". Looks like he's going to get that one off over to Morales, and now off over inside, and hold on, they're actually going to say it was offsides. As the Solon bench didn't quite agree with the call right there. However, there is some time being taken off the clock as they're taking some time to restart. As we approach the last 7 minutes, is now Noeyanki getting that one up over ahead. Now trying to split through the defenders. Now it's going to be, he's going to put that one up on net, and that one is just wide of the mark. Either way, it's going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. There is not a whole lot of time left. As Seolik, the goalkeeper, you can see the look on his face right there, looking at the scoreboard, as the scoreboard is literally over to his left. Here at Stewart Field. Is that one headed away into the Bulldogs' possession? And hold on, there was a huge push right there. Referee's going to have him play on, no whistle. And I do have to give credit to this Solon team. They keep their composure. If there's a missed call or no call, they just keep playing until there's a whistle. So really, I do have to give them credit for that. There are some teams, they don't get the call right away. They stop playing, and start looking at the referee. But this Solon team, and hold on, Solon is offsides. As it looks like Nuafu really had a great opportunity right there. As Nuafu was looking for his first goal of the season, but still has played an incredible game. As Zielinski gets that one off overhead as Noah Yonke with Nuafu in front of him gets the ball stripped away by Russell Harwood, who actually has the only goal of the night for this Bulldogs team. And now hold on, another offsides call. As that official over on the near side's been pretty busy the last couple of minutes, as we have had multiple offsides calls within the last couple of minutes, and all against the Comets. But either way, that is taking a lot of time off the clock, as we have 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Jeff Sabo bringing the play-by-play here on SCTV as we are streaming live. Offensive push for the Bulldogs. Save right there by Baldwin. Is Zach Baldwin, veteran goalkeeper, the senior, he's going to boot that one way downtown. Over to the other side as Nuafu trying to get that one off overhead. Now being pursued over by Moss. Moss over near the corner of the box, gets that one off over to Silverstein. Ball is taken away. And now the Comets trying to keep it on this end of the field is Jaden Sussman. Keeping that one alive is Funderburg. Now gets that one off over to his teammate. And now it looks like we do have, a foul away from the play. So it will be a Bulldogs restart. As the goalkeeper, Ciolik, is going to boot that one down the field. The Comets taking a lot of time off the clock. And now Yonke is going to get that one over ahead, out of bounds. However, that's going to really take some time off the clock as we are approaching the final 3 minutes. As if you're the Bulldogs, you're down by 2 goals. You only have almost 3.5 minutes to go. The Comets team, this Comets team really taking some time off the clock. As Silverstein, he's going to throw that one over ahead. Now the ball near the top of the box is Yonke. You can see in the screen. Pursuing it. Now here come the Bulldogs. Pushing that one up overhead, over on the far sideline. As the Comets defense, good slide tackle right there. Eric Mesmer kicking it out of bounds as we're approaching the final 3 minutes here inside the second half at Stewart Field. The Comets looking to keep the lead and get the win on what has been a very fun Saturday evening for soccer. As that one booted way downtown over to the other side as Nuafu fighting for possession. Still up on his feet, still trying to go for the ball. There's a lot of Bulldogs right there trying to steal the ball away as this Comets team taking that time off the clock. They are making sure the Bulldogs don't get another possession. Is now Goodman. He's going to boot that one over to the midfield. Couldn't quite connect with Yonke right there. Is Ciolik, the goalkeeper. He's just going to take this one as we are approaching the final 2 minutes. The Comets not giving up, still playing hard, playing keep away, and there was some contact right there. As the official calling for the restart, and a good move right there, pushing the ball down the field while the Bulldogs were trying to get reset. As Moss over in front, that one is in! Goal Comets! And hold on, that one might be waved off. Is the official saying that there was a foul away from the play, I believe. We're actually going to see what the call is. I thought for sure that the official may have signaled a foul call. Well, they actually are going to award a goal, so Ben Moss getting on the scoreboard for the Comets. Inside the second minute. So Ben Moss making a 4-1 lead for Solon As this Solon team, they have had the momentum for a good portion of this game. They're most likely going to walk away with a 4-1 win. As Moss doing a great job, getting the opportunity right there. And the Comets up 4-1, a minute and a half left to go here in this second half. As now Silverstein trying to push that one up ahead as Matthew Stromanger trying to get possession. As this Solon team really just trying to preserve the lead, and it looks like they're going to be able to do that. As the ball stripped away, hold on, the official calls the foul. So we're approaching the final minute. As you can see, John Gibson, the junior midfielder, in your screen alongside with one of the captains, Kevin Allen. As it looks like it is going to be a free kick for the Bulldogs. As you also see number 10, Jake Warman, in there as well. And the official did stop the clock. And it looks like Nuafu is going to come off. And coming in is number 9, Andrew Mesmer. As Nuafu getting a good handshake from or fist pump from his head coach. Getting a good shot and just wide of the net. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Comets. As it looks like they're probably going to be able to kill off the rest of this time off the second half. So they're most likely just going to walk away with the victory. As you can see, Baldwin looking to just boot this one way downtown. Here we go. And hold on, still in the Bulldogs' possession as they're going to try and pursue it right here. 24 seconds left. Now it's going to be quick pass off over the middle, blocked over by the Solon defense. And now the Bulldogs with possession, finally booted over to the other side of the field. And here comes Mesmer. As Mesmer trying to push that one down the field. 5 seconds left to go. And it looks like he is being pursued over in the corner. And there you have it. Your final score at Stewart Field, Solon 4, Olmsted Falls 1. Solon is going to improve to 2-1. Olmsted Falls drops to 6-3-1. Definitely an incredible night for the Comets. Andrew Mesmer getting a goal in the first half in the 30th minute. Zach Baldwin, goal off a penalty kick. Xander Morales, 1 goal in the second half in the 28th minute. And then Ben Moss, with 2 minutes left to go, gets another goal for the Comets, and they are going to pull away with the victory as their record improves to 2-1. So your final score here at Stewart Field, the Solon Comets 4, Olmsted Falls Bulldogs 1. I'm Jeff Sabo, and for the rest of the super duper awesome SETV crew, we definitely want to say stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you for watching, and best of all, have a good night.